everybody. So, the smoke machines, the misters, everything there that is in terms of staging will be available to you. But in terms of whatever your performance is, that's got to be, obviously you got to bring your own stuff.
The regular cosplay questions.
Yeah. Does anyone have any? Want to talk about
how do you do something or? How do I sew a costume?
I don't know, lol.
Magic.
Okay, I think we have it.
Yeah.
How about any emergency repairs? How do you do that?
Emergency repairs in cosplay.
Safety pins not glue.
Yes.
Travel with a sewing kit. Double-sided tape. Diva tape.
Safety pins not glue.
All right.
Any Plan B ideas for costumes?
What? Plan B for costumes. I always do Plan B. No, like all of a sudden you're in the convention and something goes awry with your costume. What do you do? Try is a good one. Or you could plan an alternative. Always, like we said, safety pins and hot glue are your best friends on those emergency situations.
If it's really, really bad, duct tape, but I don't care. I like to plan ahead, the ounce of planning, a pound of freaking out, I don't know. If your costume, I like finishing my costumes way ahead of the con, and then, I put them on, and I walk around. And if it doesn't fall apart, that's really good. If it does fall apart, then I know the problem.
But there will always be that unforeseen FedEx tore the arm of your robot off. Things like that happen. You have to be able to kind of work on your feet,
which was hot glue and safety pins. So there you go. And lanyard, so yeah.
So other cosplay stuff.
Wow.
The amount of times that we've had to answer that question. Thank you for asking that.
Wait, so can we give the answer we gave to MTV Italy?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
So, we were on the moon. Riding dinosaurs. Velociraptors, I think?
Yeah, Velociraptors, right.
And we had shotguns.
We did have shotguns on the moon.
On the moon.
On Velociraptors.
And in the distance, we saw figures moving. And who were they? They were cosplayers. And we saw them. We shot them.
And then we took their costumes, and that's how we started cosplaying.
Yeah.
That was our first one.
Did they believe
And
it?
now you know the truth.
No, but in all seriousness, my first costume was a Beldandy costume. It was kind of ghetto.
I was very, very 14, and Otakon was my local convention, and I had gone in 2000. I was like, oh man, people dress up, that's really cool. So I was like, oh, dress up next year. So 2 days before the convention, I go, because I'm in New York at the time visiting my dad, and I go to the local fabric store, and I'm like, yellow fabric, that's good, I'll buy 2 yards of it. And I put it down on my floor, and I laid down, and I kind of wrapped it around myself, and then I safety pinned it together, and I was the best Asuka ever.
I guess for me, what was my first costume? It was terrible. It was really unbelievably bad.
They always are. That's the best part.
It's okay. Everyone
sucks. It's okay to suck because we all suck too. Yes.
Just stay with it.
Yeah.
What do you think most people forget when they're making a costume?
Makeup. Oh my god. Well, shoes, makeup, and wigs are probably the primary things that people forget. I can't stress this enough. If you're gonna be cosplaying a blonde character or whatever, make sure that you have a blonde wig to go with that character. At least get it close. It's important. Shoes aren't that important. If somebody's looking at your feet and they're like, you don't have the right shoes on, then maybe they're looking a little bit too close and they need to back up.
I don't know. I think it really bothers me when it's like that girl who's obviously put like so much time into her super fancy dress and then she's shown up in like the white tennis sneakers.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That kind of does suck a little bit.
There's always something that you'll forget, and I usually, like, if I have the costume finished and I put it on, and then I'm putting it on, and I go, wait a second, I forgot to make the skirt. And that's usually, there's always an element you forget, and then you're, or especially when you, oh god, I love it when I go to a convention and I forget, like, a piece of my costume at home.
That makes me so crazy. One time I forgot my boot covers, and I cut up the pillowcases in the hotel room, and I sewed boot covers.